Hey anyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Abhi on Camera, where today we're watching Umbrella Academy Season 3, Episode 4. Last episode ended in a confrontation between the Umbrellas and the Sparrows, which did not go well when old Harlan from Season 2 showed up and just unleashed his power, possibly killing two of the Sparrows. Let's just find out. It was the Sparrow Academy instead of the Umbrella Academy? No? I know it's not his fault, but come on. When it's his birthday, which means they need to leave. Oh no, this is not so 10 times worse than a bunny. Please, hopefully they're all okay. Interesting. I really liked how they timed the Rising Sun lyric with his chest glowing up since his powers are a lot more fiery. There you go, this is the time for a hug. Don't forget to hydrate, folks.
Are you alright?
No, go help Luther.
Great, this all just devolved very quickly.
Okay.
And no one's gonna do cleanup? Oh, they're in the tiles. I couldn't see them at first. Yeah, I kind of figured the blizzard outside meant that the commission isn't exactly functioning.
You gonna bury me too, Luther?
Yes.
Please.
Trust me.
Allison, shut up with your stupid... I hate you. Allison, what the flip? This witch is ruining everything. I hate this sound. Like, seriously.
And louder the closer one of you gets.
So that's why he set out, because he could feel the extras in there. Oh, he felt him exploding.
I wasn't made for this power.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I can't control.
They were born with the power. Who knows what kind of mutations they have to handle.
Okay.
Stop.
Where the hell?
Luther, stop her now. Luther, punch her.
You understand?
Shut up, Allison.
This
is all you. You fudged everything up. These last two. This is you. 100% you. I don't care if your child is gone.
Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. My wife and child are dead. Oh, I don't care if it's mean.
This kid doesn't give you the right to act like this. No. Allison, you goddamn fool. Don't do it. Did it? No. Okay.
Victor.
Ah, man, I thought they were gonna do worse. But it's just a, you know, what is it? Like, mind flip, I cut my hair off thing.
Okay, so what do we do now? What's our next move?
Hey, Allison, any kind of regret? This is all your fault. Victor was trying to do this.
That's why he made Marcus #1. You.
Oh, so I was right about Ben being #1. But he was demoted.
You know what our real problem is?
You know, that big glowing orb in the basement, that's your real problem, not each other, you dormouses. So, is Christopher the big bad? Because I totally would suspect a weird flying cube that everyone magically has no problem with.
Oh, well then we should be out looking for them. Fetch my jacket.
No, Dad. He means they're dead.
I mean, you might as well tell them about Marcus now, too.
Such a shame.
You at all, the fact that
They keep cutting back to the other residents in the hotel, and I don't know why. Every time they do that, it just increases my suspicion just a little bit
Where
more.
we used to huff paint.
Yeah, vaguely.
Do you recall this blinding orb of light?
See? He's communicating, and you should just listen. Okay, something's coming at least.
A rip in the space-time continuum. It's swallowing everything.
A rip in the space continuum. Really never good. Okay. Well, they were all dusted too.
Like a prolapsing rectum.
Do you have to compare it to that? But okay, that's terrible. Jeez, that totally surprised me. Yeah, maybe look in that book again. I'm sure it's in there.
ABC 1, 2, 3.
Using me?
Guys, you only had
close together.
one night, but it's cute that they're having like the opposite reaction. Yesterday, he thought he was being used. Now she thinks she's being used.
Because that's not who I want to be.
These two fell for each other very hard, very quickly.
If you're playing me right now.
Heard of Klaus's law?
Wait, they made a law about him? I want to know what it is. Please tell me.
I was just trying to piss off my dad. Luther, Diego.
Dude, are you really stealing everything right now?
Oppositional defiant.
I don't know.
I love that he's just stealing stuff for some reason, and on the other hand, Klaus is just having like this huge mental moment and like having a new understanding of his whole
Except
life.
for you, obviously. All of it, please. Yes, yes.
Thought you were supposed to be the fun uncle.
I know, me too.
I like the fact that he was paying attention the whole time. It's like, no.
Just keep one thing. We could put an end to this and still be together.
But how?
How?
I mean, you two aren't really the sharpest tools in either of your family's sheds. Oh, the wallpaper is like an alternate color of the... why can't I remember the movie's name?
Is that what I should
The floor from The Shining.
Like that. Did she have a good life?
No, not really. It was an okay life, I'm sure, but lots of moving around thanks to him.
Wasn't easy.
What is happening? What is that? I was so confused by the camera move right there. And these two are messing around now.
Since you're sleeping with the enemy, watch it.
When these arseholes start fighting with each other, everything just becomes such a pain in the arse.
Right?
I've got bigger shit to deal with.
Yeah, I still hate you, Allison.
Allison, wait.
2 episodes worth of nonsense. Because you wanted to be a hard ass.
From work on, you know?
It's funny, whenever he talks about like having a life, she gets really triggered by it.
Smiling, you little piss poor.
Because of that.
Did you find the bunker?
Stronger.
Do not disrespect the slushy.
Do not disrespect this.
Check the glove box.
Do people put, 1, there's a Captain America shield in the background. 2, do people really mix alcohol and just actually, what am I asking? Of course people do.
You know, you're way
People
more fun
mix
these days.
alcohol into everything.
Do that to a person.
Yeah, I know, I don't care.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yes, talk about it for fork's sake. It might help you to stop
You know,
acting
your
like a
therapist-
complete witch and destroying everything.
They call me Dr. Fuego.
No one would do
Dr.
that.
Fuego.
That shit sounds badass.
Disappear. And there's nothing you can do. about it.
Okay, fine.
That shit
You're
made me
cracking me a little bit. Because her life in the past wasn't exactly that nice.
I know we
You're
are stuck in
stacking on the trauma, trying to justify what she's done.
I don't
And
think some of the others
I get it.
really understand what it was like for me, you know?
Sure, no one understands, but
Hey,
trauma,
here now.
personal trauma, no matter how much of it,
back, right?
is not
For
an
what?
excuse to hurt
Ray
other
and Claire
people.
were the 2 things keeping me together.
It's
and just
not.
like that, they're gone.
Kicking assholes in their assholes is like therapy, but for cool people.
There, I'm liking
Trust me,
this
I wish I
moment.
had somebody I could hit.
This show is always the best when you see these guys acting like real siblings,
enough time
because
in the
the
city to
chemistry they
get to know
have
things.
as a family is the thing that really brings me back to the show.
People in
If
the
they
end,
weren't believable as family, I
people
wouldn't
like
be here.
us. Finish.
Oh, that's why you're here, to
Or we could just drop.
target some white supremacists. I just really hope this helps you instead of making things worse. Love it. They're in their rinky-dink car, somehow purchased, and they show up in this expensive car. Sparrow 1 on the license plate. You know what I'm loving right now is that Ben and Birdemic know about the mysterious glowing orb that killed Marcus in the basement, and they're still, you know, all worked about this superhero gang war nonsense. Oh no, the farting, the sweating, the going crazy. He's the founder. he's in there. Which is just really weird. It's so much nonsense. So what, in like the original timeline he created this and then he went back and then he recruited himself? Who knows? Come on, Five. Figure it out already. You're smarter than this. And of course, old you is in an iron lung. Recognize him yet? And of course, Lila would just laugh, because that's just her.
I have no memory of it.
I don't think you made it. There's probably another timeline version of you.
Kugelblitz.
Kugelblitz. Is that the official name for the glowy thing?
Is that like a cheese blitz?
It's German for ball of lightning.
That means yes, it's the fancy name for the
Black hole.
Kind that can suck up all timelines.
The descriptions in this show, extra kinky black hole. I'm guessing this is the haha, of course you know. Oh, shoot. Please don't tell me he...
Some tiny leak that we can simply
something tells me old you is dying, which means he can't really answer you. Please finish your sentence before you stop talking.
Save the world.
Oh. Well, I expected him to die, but really? Could you not push him back in?
What do you mean you don't see?
Five!
Okay, Five. What are you intending to do with your older body in this one?
What's this?
Yep, that's something important. I noticed the tattoo either. Mutilation. That's exactly what I meant when I was saying what you're gonna do. Huh. White Buffalo Sweet. Exactly what's promised.
Looks like freaking Indiana Jones in here.
Like a posh Indiana Jones.
Whoa.
Oh, it's the same bison on that picture. In his room, what's in here? Something tells me Mr. Pachinko machine will lead to a secret door. Be careful with the harpoon gun.
Cool.
You killed him, Stan! Stanley, you idiotic child. Something tells me he won't die so easily, but you killed him!
Viktor?
Oh no, what is up now? What did you hear? Harlan, don't go outside. Something's just gonna mess with you, and then it's only gonna complicate things more because, again, people won't have what they need. This is tracking down their mothers. What's wrong? Seeing that really annoyed him for some reason. Why, though? What is this? What? Huh? Are you telling me he caused the paradox by killing all their parents? Oh my gosh. Of course. He overloaded because this is the section when all the kids showed up. And so he went... But he didn't get all of them? He got most of them, though. Oh, this is the one from the original opening. That's unintentional consequences for you, huh?
It was you.
It was your fault that your parents died. It really is the grandfather paradox. Which is a good reason to give them to the sparrows now, huh? And that was episode 4, Kugelblitz. And honestly, that episode went by in a flash. It felt like it was over in just like 20 minutes. So much happened, especially let's talk about that ending there where, see, the grandfather paradox is, as was explained, right, you go back in time, kill your own grandfather, causing yourself not to exist. And the show was calling this the grandfather paradox, but I was kind of confused. Like, you didn't directly cause your own mother's deaths. It could have been something else. But never mind. They did. Their actions in the past led them to meeting with that kid. Viktor chose to save that kid, gave him powers, and those powers somehow killed their mothers, which has now caused the Kugelblitz paradox. Not sure I like the name Kugelblitz. Doesn't really roll off the tongue as easily as Thanos Orb. The other main thing I really despised this episode, And the last one, too, is Allison. She's acting like a complete piece of shite. And I understand why. It is traumatic. It's terrible to find your child not there. I get it. It's traumatic. It's traumatic to leave your husband. And, as they elaborated upon in this episode, it's traumatic for all that stuff that happened when you were living in the past. Because you weren't living in a time that was very good for a person of your skin color. I get all that stuff can build up. But like I said, trauma is not an excuse to hurt people. And that's what she's doing. She's just so obsessing over that stuff that happened that she stuck. And she can't see beyond just like, I need to get my child back. Just seriously. The sparrows are dead. Not really because of Harlan, kind of because of Ben, but because of her. Because Viktor was there, all ready to explain the truth. Like, nonsense is happening. We didn't do anything. We need to fix this. But no, Allison doesn't care. She just wants her kid back, so she lied. And caused this whole series of events. Oh, yeah. Just sitting here thinking what else to say, and just skipping over the fact that Klaus died. My gut feel tells me that they're not just gonna have him die, right? Like, oh, Stanley, oops, harpooned him in the heart. Guess he's dead. Lost another member. Especially because since we're talking to the guy who talks to the dead. Something tells me he can't really stick around in that realm very much. He'll come back. The question is whether he'll receive help from Ghost Ben or Ghost Reggie. Luther and Sloane's little Romeo and Juliet storyline is continuing. Like I said, I think it's cute. I just don't know what else to say more about it. I don't think they have the power to really heal the family rifts by themselves, especially since there's way too much chaos going on that they aren't aware of. So, I just hope that maybe some good stuff can happen out of this and they still stay together by the end of it. Because this show far too often just loves destroying good stuff. Five finding out that he's the founder of the whole commission in the first place. In all honesty, that's not surprising to me. It just feels totally in line with everything we've seen so far. The question is, which timeline did he come from? And if he knows about the Kugelblitz and has a paradox-proof room, that means he's already lived through one. The one in the tank. He's already lived through one. And if I can go on a tangent, I don't exactly understand the point of living like that. You're strapped into this thing and you rely on it to survive. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. It just feels like, is that really? That's not life anymore. That's just survival. And no, I'm not really talking about the real life cases of Iron Lung, because that was all aimed at trying to help people. I'm talking about this weird goal of immortality thing in this particular situation, because otherwise, what's the point? Exactly what is that doing for you, old Five, just sitting in that tube, staring up at that white ceiling? He gave his grievous "don't save the world" warning. I mean, it doesn't really tell you anything new, does it? Because every time the Umbrella Academy tries saving the world, they mess things up. I mean, after all, go back to the first season. It's their attempts to try saving the world from the apocalypse that cause Viktor to cause the apocalypse. So they really cause their own issues. The real question is, how will Five deal with it and try to save the world anyway? Yeah, I don't know. Can't wait to see the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. What was your favorite part of this episode? Over here is the next reaction where that comes out. Over here is a playlist of my videos, and on my face is the subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe, criticize even. I don't mind. See ya.